I've got the video. All right, guys, we are live. So there was some kind of issue with Webinar Jam and Google Hangouts because Google changed their policies where you have to like turn on monetization or some ridiculous thing in order to embed a Google Hangout on a different site. It's not a difficult process. It just like I had to research it and figure it out. So I'm just going to confirm real quick that Webinar Jam is working and it's loading up. There we go. Okay, so everything's working good. We should be good to go. I just want to confirm that everyone can hear me correctly. And if you can, just go ahead and use the chat room to type that in. We can see there's a lot of people registered now and a lot of people starting to show up too. So love to say hello to you in the chat room.
Is there a way to pull it up here? Or do you just want to keep it there?
We can just keep it here, I think. We'll just use this one screen.
Then I'm going to move.
Yeah, so I'm not seeing anyone post yet. We can see Tom says, I can hear you. Awesome. Mosh. Okay, also on Webinar Jam, there's like a refresh button at the bottom. So you can try clicking on that too if there's some kind of issue or anything like that. So I'll just type in for Mosh.
And I'm going to.
Okay. Again, I just want to confirm that other people can hear us right now. If you can't see anything, again, you won't be able to see this. So try refreshing at the bottom. Playing on Webinar Jam. I had to click through on YouTube. Okay, yeah, so it should be showing up on Webinar Jam. If you've had to click through to YouTube, go back to that Webinar Jam page, screwyoulivecalls.com, and click on that refresh button. As I said, there's some kind of issue that Google just came out with settings saying that the refresh at the bottom, give me error playback. I was hoping. I just tested it and it worked, so I'll just quickly jump in there one last time. But it should be working. It's working on my end. So yeah, just try going back to Screw You Live Calls again, if you can. And yeah, like close the tab. Moshi said he's having issues. Oh, you're seeing that too. There's gonna be a problem.
All right, so to help us out so that we're not just sitting here talking about tech issues, I'm going to set up a Zoom call and we'll do it that way. I think that's the easiest so that there's no annoying little hiccups pretty much.
Yeah.
So give me 2 seconds. I'll set that up right now. And then, no, you have to set up because you set up the entire thing. But just until Tom said I just split the screen with the YouTube page and kept the Webinar Jam page to chat. Okay, so
that might be good.
Is everyone hearing me at least? I just want to make sure everyone's at least hearing me so that I can give you guys instructions on how to proceed. Of course they had to change it. Okay, so I just need to go back into the chat to see what people are saying. Okay. Nadja said she can hear and see us on. So everyone can hear us on YouTube.
Yeah, this is kind of frustrating.
Do you guys want us to quickly switch to Zoom, or would you prefer to keep this on YouTube? Because we'll do whatever you guys want to do, but we just want to make sure you have the best experience. You know what I'm thinking? We might have to switch to Zoom because how else will we bring people on for the hot seats?
I think we can perhaps bring people on. The issue is just the streaming. Google's kind of made it. I'm assuming they're doing this to just make more money, right? So I'm assuming that should work. We should be able to invite you guys on. We may as well just test it with the first person. If we can't, we can switch over to Zoom.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Everyone wants us to keep it as is.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So let's roll with that. We won't even set up Zoom. Screw it. We're just gonna. Okay, cool. So a bunch of people want to keep it as is. Okay, so if you do want to view the video and it's just not working on your end, head on over to YouTube. It'll say watch this on YouTube, and then keep this page open for the chat.
Also, real quick, if someone comes in and they sort of see the same error message, can everyone, you know, help those people out by typing into the chat room and saying click on the video to watch in YouTube, and that will really help us save a lot of time too. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get started. Jill, who's the first person that we want to try and bring on?
Okay, so I just have my stuff here. Hold on 2 seconds. So I know Boom's in the house, his house. So Boom, do you want to go first? We're going to invite you as a speaker.
So when you're ready, Boom, just go ahead and type in and let us know. And I'm going to invite you as a speaker right now. I'm hoping that that thing should work okay. This is an issue, and you know, hopefully we've talked to Webinar Gem. They said they are fixing this, so hopefully by the time that happens, we'll be good to go. Okay, awesome, it worked.
So,
okay, we can hear you.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
2 times in 1 week.
I know. I love this.
Okay, so why don't you dive in and tell everyone what you're doing, what you're building, and what you want feedback on.
Okay, perfect. So as you can tell, my name is Boom Shikha. That's just a nickname. And I call myself the Millionaire Hippie online because that's what my brand is all about. It's about people who are spiritual, but also want to be rich. And there's so many people who I notice who are spiritual, and that's awesome, but they're bums. You know, they're living off of other people, or and I'm not judging them. That's good for them. But I want to be around people who are interested in luxurious living, but also want to be spiritual, do meditation, be hippies, you know, go to music festivals, blah, blah, blah.
But like the people you want to be around are like people with abundance mentalities, essentially.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Cool.
Exactly. Yeah. And so what I've been kind of focusing on in my brand is that I've been focusing a lot on meditation, because I feel like meditation is the main way that people can really, truly change themselves, mind, body, and spirit. And such a powerful thing, just 5 minutes a day, and your entire life changes. At least in my opinion, that's what I've seen in my experience. But it's like, and I've told Jill this, it's like I'm trying to get them to eat their vegetables, and it's just so hard. They don't care. They want instant results, and obviously, and I totally get that, but they don't want to sit for 5 minutes in silence. It's just so many people are so afraid of that. You know, they're afraid to sit in silence. I'm sure you guys get that. So I've been, you know, focusing on consistency as a secondary option, because I find that a lot of people tell me that I wish I could be consistent, because I know if I was consistent, then I'd be more successful. I'd be able to make more changes in my life, because they'd say that they start something and then they drop it off and they start something different. And they think that if they were consistent with something for a long period of time, they could be more successful in it. So I've been kind of switching from meditation to consistency as my as something that I talk about a lot. And so I have blog posts and consistency, so my read magnet, and then I have my lead magnet as a 30-day consistency challenge. So I send them videos and emails, you know, focusing on getting them to do what they're supposed to be doing. And I've kind of sneaked in meditation into it. So, you know, try to do meditation every single day. So I've actually had meditation part of it, but they can choose whatever they want for the consistency challenge.
Right.
And then I have a couple of courses. I have a mindset shift course, and then I have a begin your meditation practice course, a very beginner course where you can learn about meditation and break the myths that you might have on it.
Awesome.
So does that?
Yeah. So it sounds like your main issue is trying to convince people to like actually do the work, right? Like that's like a big problem. And so the solution to that problem is always accountability. And the one biggest tool that we all have in our society for accountability is money. So when someone, like, you know, if we're giving things away for free by saying, look, this is free, I'm just going to show you how to meditate for 5 minutes a day, people won't take that seriously enough. But if they're spending money on it, it holds them accountable. And so like they'll be more likely to want to take it up. Now you said your lead magnet was a 30-day
Consistency challenge. Yeah.
challenge. It's a free lead magnet, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That may end up being a bit of a problem. That's probably
Okay.
like the hiccup you're kind of finding yourself in right now is people are probably like not completing the 30 days. Just
Right.
because 30 days is like a long time for people, and everyone's like very busy in their lives. Well,
Right.
too busy to do the work, right? And so you
Mhm.
kind of have to ease them into it. And
Okay.
one of the best ways of doing that is to have a very quickly consumable lead magnet that gets them a quick win, as opposed to even a 7-day email series is too long in our opinion. We've tested that out before in the past, and the results people just die off after a couple of days. They just stop doing the work. So what we've realized is that the best quality lead magnets that eventually get people into your offers in the future are very short and consumable. So we're talking like, like checklists, like literally like 1 or 2 page PDF documents that gives people a quick win. So it might be like, it might just be a checklist of the things that you can do in that 5-minute meditation.
Okay.
So it's like, it could be like minute 1, do this, minute 2, do this, minute 3, do this, minute 4, minute 5. And it's a really short consumable thing. And people can take that and go and test it out immediately if they want to. So that's the best thing to do. Then from there, as I said before, the only way to hold people accountable and get them to do the work is to actually take their money. And that's why we have money in our society, so we can actually get things done. At that point, you're looking at selling, say, like a 30-day challenge or something like that as an introductory offer. And then lead into, because if people spend money on the 30-day and they get through the entire thing, I actually think 30 days is too long. I would say like 14-day challenge, maybe even a 1-week challenge would be even better. So they can get through. So they've had a win with the lead magnet, they've had a win with the lead magnet, and then they spend some money, they get a win by going through and completing a 7-day challenge or something like that.
I think they could even have, I mean, you and I have kind of talked about this. You could even have meditations, like one for 7 days, like one new one for 7 days or something like that. And that will form that consistency habit. And the reason why we think shorter is better than longer is because truly, not only do you want them to, build up this consistency habit, but you want them to feel good about it.
Right.
And so if they drop off and they're like, oh shit, I couldn't even do that. What am I, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to give them you don't want any rubs in there, you don't want them to have a shitty experience and be like, well, I'll never be able to meditate then.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Whereas if you make it just like, look, we'll start this habit with 5 minutes a day for 7 days a week.
7 days.
Or sorry, for 7 days, then, like you're on your own, or, obviously you'll have the next follow-up where you're like, okay, you've done your 7 days. How are you feeling? Are you ready to take this habit up a notch? Here's my, whatever your core offers, 30-day meditation challenge, whatever that might be.
Yeah. And it's very congruent too. If your lead magnet is to show them what that 5 minutes is, and they can go and take that and test it out for free. But then what's so great about this is you can then offer like, hey, we can do a 7-day guided meditation where, like, you've got this checklist here to follow, but I'll actually talk to you in your earbuds if you want, like that. And
that's
for
awesome.
for a low cost.
Like, you could say, no problem trying to follow the 5 steps in the 5-minute meditation. Like, let me help you. I have this, super affordable 5-minute meditation for 7 days.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 that kind of thing. And it just has that like little helping hand element to it, like the guided, let me show you,
easy to
let me show you how to do it. It's not overwhelming.
Well, people are paying for convenience at that stage. You know what I mean? Like, I could go and try and do this myself, or I could just, kick things off with this 7-day guided meditation. And that's going to really get me that momentum moving forward. The other thing, because like I know that you want to focus more on like meditation towards success, essentially, right?
Yes.
So I would maybe include that in your messaging for your offers around meditation with an introductory offer. I mean, ensuring
like money meditations.
Yeah, it's like money meditation or something like that, because you want to appeal to those specific people, right?
Yes.
Behind this meditation that we're doing. And if you can get people going, you know, in those 7 days and they get like, you know, moving forward, those people are going to feel fantastic. There's going to be so much positive reinforcement that when you start to offer your core offer later, your more expensive packages, then those people are going to be much more likely to take you up than someone who's quit after, you know, going through a 30-day challenge and finishing quitting after 7 days.
Totally. And I think what's perfect about this kind of way of structuring it is you can do this for so many different types of meditation: relationships, mindset, money, weight, like confidence. So all these like interest areas that people have that they turn to meditation for, to give them some sort of relief around that can all be those essentially can follow what you're putting in place with this money meditation. You know what I mean?
So you're saying that those would all be separate lead magnets, or
like
they would all be separate?
Yeah, like separate funnels.
Everything would be this. Yeah,
like separate funnels.
Oh, right? I see. So they're like all the different, like the octopus model. So there would be one would be the money meditation, and then all of that, and then that would go into my core offer, which would be hopefully. Okay, perfect. That makes sense. That makes sense. So that's brilliant. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all about just continuing to build up that positive reinforcement, making sure people are actually getting things done. And money is really good in a way that it starts the accountability. And so, you know that, and you and I both know, because I've done a lot of meditation before in the past, it is extremely valuable as for entrepreneurs and for just anyone in general. The problem is that, you know, eventually once you kind of stop for a bit or life gets in the way, it's hard to pick it back up. And so you want to like give them an opportunity to be able to pick it up relatively easily.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, great. And as a core offer, I have a mindset shift course, video courses, and a meditation starter course. So, you know, certain myths and all that stuff. Do you think that would work as a core offer? Do you think that's too specific?
It's interesting. I think it's going to be very interesting. Firstly, to try and get people to purchase those introductory offers. Okay. Once you do that, I think maybe what you can do is just start by selling like one-on-one stuff.
One-on-one, okay.
And that way, like, you can start talking to them and find out, like, okay, like what issues do these people have? You know, after you've done a lot of coaching with a lot of people, and then you can package that information together. I don't know what your core offer would look like at this stage, and that's why I think the best thing to do is just start acquiring those one-on-one customers. Plus, I mean, you're in the hustle stage right now, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just at this stage, just create enough revenue to keep you going while you continue to build that attention.
Yeah, and I personally like one-on-one now that we're talking about it, because think about it. If someone has your 5-minute meditations, right, and they're listening to it every day or whatnot, maybe they're going to want that next step, like actually meditating with you or being guided by you. You know, you could offer different packages around that. Maybe like a weekly meditation with me, or a monthly, or a daily. And it, like, the daily could be 15 minutes a day. So you can just like pound these out, right? Because 15 minutes is so quick, and you could just, you know, open up a few hours each day where people can book these sessions with you. Or you could have like a weekly meditation, which is a bit longer, or a monthly meditation that sort of like cleanses all the shit that's gone on over that month. You know, you could kind of position that and give them those 3 options.
I just want to see if there's any feedback from the chat room, if anyone has any ideas, or if they like that. I can see so far that Tupag, who's Nick, 5-minute a day challenge, make it about 1 day and try and help them build a habit. Exactly.
Yeah.
This is like a habitual
1 day at a
kind
time
of thing. Renee says she really likes money meditations as well.
Yeah, it's got that ring. Got that ring to it. But I think you're onto it. I love the name The Millionaire Hippie in such a big way.
So good.
Chuck said he likes it. Naja says, loving the 5-minute a day challenge. I'd be all over that. Me too. So I always say this is the most annoying answer, but it truly is one of the only ones, is you just have to test it, right? You got to put it out there and see how people respond to it. And then you can tweak and adjust and refine from there. Same with your services. Like, you could start off with like a weekly meditation. And if you find people want more of you, then you open up daily, or whatever that looks like for you, every few days, whatever.
I think this is a really good lesson for everyone to kind of learn that, like, if you ever feel like a sense of frustration towards people like not, taking up your offers or like doing the work in your case, like not understanding like why can't people just do 5 minutes a day? It's not that big of a deal. Really what that is it's actually an opportunity for you to figure out a way to actually get them to that level of consistency.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's
And you're
just a
going to
challenge.
learn so much from chatting with them.
Perfect. This is awesome. I didn't even think about doing the one-on-one because I was afraid that it would just take up too much of my time, and I wanted to kind of automate it. But I think that definitely, like you guys said, I need to start off with that, even if I'm just offering a couple hours a day.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Just get that revenue building, get your first few customers and clients in the door, learn from them, see what really gets them the results, and then you can start to automate things.
Yeah. Okay. Nadja said she loves a 5 minute a day challenge.
Yeah.
She says she'd be all over that.
Joyce said,
and Joyce says she'd be on the 5 minutes a day as well. And the consistency angle is a good one as well. Makes a little more broad for those that don't necessarily know what they need to meditate. So I think it's good. Actually, the app Headspace, I'm sure you do, right? They do what they have, their onboarding is like the first 10 for free, and it's like 10 by 10 minutes. So I feel like yours would be even better, for the majority of people. 5 minutes is so doable. But you just need to kind of like create that accountability essentially through money.
Yeah. And give them like tips on how to set the scene. You know what I mean? Like, because people might be like, okay, so should I just do it like in my living room? Like, how does this work? And so maybe like giving them tips on how to create your own little meditation corner or something.
That'd be like read and lead magnet worthy, right?
Well, it could definitely be in the lead magnet for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so never mind. Nadja just asked Kim, or answered Kim. So does that help?
That helps a lot. Thank you so much. This is perfect.
Okay. So happy to hear it. And do you have any final questions before we close her out?
Just one question. One thing that people ask me is that why should I, meditate with you when I have an app to work with? And my answer always is that it's always better to work with a live person than an app, because most people have apps on their phones that they never use and never look at.
I'm one of those.
And I'll be always in your inbox and, always bugging you with videos and all that stuff. Do you think that makes sense, or am I?
I am absolutely that person who forgets she has an app. Like, I did try the Headspace app in Mexico, and I don't know, if I had an accountability to show up for a call, and like, if not, I was losing money, I'd be on that call every damn day. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah. Okay.
Also, I mean, you have to understand that as you start to build attention, you're going to grow an audience that's going to be loyal to you. And so they want to listen to you. Like, they don't want to listen to the British guy on Headspace.
Maybe he was Australian, then they would listen to him. No,
maybe.
I don't know. Also, those Australians.
Also, their stuff is very broad too. It's just like the basics of meditation, whereas yours is very specific, like very like topic specific, which I think is going to be really powerful.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That actually, I didn't even think about doing them as specific as you guys are thinking, and that's great.
I think that is what's going to draw people to it, because they're going to be like, oh, that's exactly what I need. You know what I mean? Whether it's money or confidence or weight or whatever, relationships, whatever it is. People have so many different blocks around so many different things. And if you help them find relief around, one of the topics, but they're having a block around something else, I guarantee they'd probably think of you first, because they'll be like, oh, I'll just look to see if she has something else on this.
Do you know what? I would say Headspace is like going to a restaurant where they only sell one food item, right? Like one meal.
True.
Whereas yours is like, going to a restaurant and there's like a good menu of like different types of food, and people can choose like, okay, like I want to maybe try out this type of meditation. I want to try out that one.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Tom said, what's her name again? I assume he means you, but I only know you as Boom.
Yeah. My name is Shikha, but my nickname is Boom. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I just in Toronto.
I love it when you call me Boom, though.
We're gonna call you Boom. It's official.
I like it. I like it. Thank you so much, guys. You're awesome.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, and I'm hoping that we got you some clarity moving forward from this point on.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much. I don't know how you guys are going to switch this off, but I guess you're going to do it on your end.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll
I got
handle
it.
Yeah, we got this.
Awesome. Thank
Let
you
us
so
know if you have any
much.
other questions in the U.
I will, definitely. Thank you.
Bye,
See you, Ben.
girl.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sweet.
I'm
Boom time meditation. Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, I'm excited moving forward. I think it's going to be interesting business to build out there. Okay, so why don't we just pause for a second here, Jill, and just let's get some wins going. So why don't you guys let us know what your wins have been over the last week or two since we last spoke. So
Yeah.
go ahead and
Drop
post
'em.
that in. You got any wins?
Drop them like they're hot.
So Jill's got a win. I mean, we're going to be mapping this out a lot more today, but she's going to be speaking at a small group mastermind in New York for James Wedmore's mastermind.
Well, here's the okay, so
By
that's
herself.
definitely, yeah, that was the next thing. I'm doing it solo and I'm so nervous, and I'm so nervous, but I'm super pumped to be speaking at his mastermind. But like Devin Duncan is right before me, and I'm just gonna like throw up.
You're
I
gonna
think.
crush it. You're gonna crush it.
I'm gonna die.
There you go. You're getting a lot of love.
I'm gonna die.
You're getting a lot of love right now.
Thanks, friends. Okay, so who else has wins? So we can stop talking about me. Oh, thank you all so much for the love. Thanks, TTB. Okay, so Kevin Layler said he got best table topic speaker for his first night at Toastmasters. Baby steps to a world-class speaker.
Holla.
Score.
Hola.
Shit, yeah, that's so good. Hola. Okay, sorry, everyone's talking about my fear of public speaking. Chuck's win is he's doing his first hot seat. Shit, yes.
Awesome.
Can't wait to rock your world. Thank you, everyone, for the kind words. Joy said you are not gonna die. I might. I might die, guys. Okay, cool. So if anyone has any final wins, please drop them in the comment box so we can shout you out. I mean, there were so many that went down in the U last week. I mean, Sunday Screw last week was like a freaking novel. There were so many wins.
Even if you just going through the grind right now, maybe going through the new course for a one-day website, and you're starting to set things up, that's a win. Any progress you're making is a win.
Yeah. Nick, aka Two Pug, said he designed 6 new stencils and have sold 10 different stencils in the last 2 days. Wow.
Awesome.
That's so good. Proud of you, dude. Carrie said, my teeny tiny win. She told her significant other about her plan to start her own business. # baby steps.
Awesome.
That is a big step, though, to put that out there in the world, get it out of here and out here. That's huge. That shit makes it real. At least that's what I've always found. Tom said, just joined Screw You community less than a week ago. Big win for me. Yeah. I thought it was Tom Sylvester that was in the chat box, but this is a whole new Tom. So like TTB, now we're just going to be like, which one is it?
TTB has to be ticking time on from now.
Yeah. Okay. So Renee said, when someone reached out and asked for my affiliate link, how crazy is that? She said, oh, and I want you to set it all up for me. Score.
Awesome.
You're like, yes, of course, for a price. Stephanie said, my hubby is finally on board with helping her out with her business. That is a huge win.
Good.
Power couple. What else we got here? Sarah says, once I implement the advice from Jill and other kick-ass ladies on my email funnel, then I'll be winning.
Winning.
Holla. And your email funnel is great, Sarah. So I'm really excited to hear how that goes. Joy said, I'm getting over my procrastination and actually pitching guest posts and podcast interviews. She's a bit nervous. I know you're going to crush it. You have so much info to share.
Just email as well. Like they're not in your face saying no.
Yeah. And you have nothing to lose, right? So Trish said, Scrum board setup and first Scrum meeting with my partner / husband today. We love our Scrum meetings. Like that's how I love kicking off a new project, like getting that Scrum board ready, getting all my stickies in place, and then smashing it.
It's a good idea. I mean, once you get your first one going, do you remember our first one?
We just
were like,
blew through
what? We just crushed that in like a week.
that was so good. So Mashi said, I'm moving Friday, so I can't wait to get back to the hustle. I got to meet some mentors in person, and I just dropped what I was doing and drove to Manhattan. I'm going to be in Manhattan.
Great experience.
That's so great. And I know that Mashi was also recognized in a random Starbucks as someone from Periscope. So that's super exciting. Danielle said, guest post should be published next week on a travel blog.
Nice.
Whoop, whoop.
Doing it.
Yes. Renee has been winning. Yeah, she has. Where are we? Okay, so the new Tom is called T-Fox now. T-Fox. I like that. We got T-Marsh, T-Fox, and TTB. Okay, cool. So many wins. Congrats, everyone. I love reading these. They light me up. So now should we move on to the next person in the seat?
Let's do it. Who are we bringing on?
Okay, let me look at this thing. So Chuck, if you are here, is Larry here too? Larry Warren? Just post that in the chat box. I just want to make sure Larry's here.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on Larry. So Chuck, if you're here, just go ahead and let us know that you're good to go.
Larry said he can't make it now.
Oh, Larry can't make it now.
Okay, so Chuck's here. Okay, so now I guess we only have 2 hot seats.
Well, why don't we say if there's anyone right now for a third hot seat that would love to come on? I know it's like on the spot and whatnot, but
yeah.
But just let us know right now. And if you haven't been on a hot seat,
we'll go easy on you.
Yeah. I was just saying, if you've been on one, then, like you can allow other people to jump on as well. So
yeah,
let us know. I'm going to grab some water.
Okay. And I'm going to invite you as a speaker right now, Chuck. You're going to get a notification from Google Hangouts. You just have to accept that, and then we'll get you on here. So yeah, just to reiterate, if anyone does want to take Larry's spot, since I just found out he can't make it now, then let us know and we'll get you in the next one. So we'll finish up. Well, we'll do Chuck's first. And then if anyone is keen to take the spot, we'll have at it. If not, this is going to be a very short hot seats call. So, just let us know in the chat box if you do muster the courage, and we'll be nice and we'll go easy on you. Okay. So Chuck, have you gotten a pop-up to accept our invite to come on as a speaker? You just have to click that. It might not open up in your browser. It might open up just as like a separate pop-up. Just give that a look and then we can get you on. Okay.
I had to have a strawberry.
Oh, did you know?
Yeah, I had 2 actually.
Whoa. What happens if you have strawberry in your teeth?
Okay. So we're just waiting. Chuck's looks like he's having some issues.
Oh, okay.
Says I have, however.
Okay. So just let us know, and then who else is anyone going to take us up on this last minute hot
I know,
seat?
guys. Like seriously, it's a good
I'm
opportunity.
having trouble getting Google Hangouts to access my camera and mic. Do you know what you can do about that?
Well, there should be at the top. I'm not sure what yours looks like. It should be like a settings in like a gearbox. Maybe you can change the microphone preferences there. So we're just going to wait for someone to volunteer while Chuck figures this out. It looks like a lot of people are afraid to jump on. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Chuck said that's not there. So, okay, real fast. So Chuck, we can roll without your camera.
Yeah, we can.
But can you just like roll without an external mic? Well,
I think the easiest thing is Chuck, just because we've got your question down, right?
Yeah.
So we've got Chuck's question down. So what we might do is, first of all, we'll just let everyone know like what Chuck's business is about. We'll just roll without you just stay on chat. So if you have questions, Chuck, just go ahead and use the chat room and you can type those questions in as we're talking about your hot seat giving advice.
Real fast, he'd take a hot seat. So Chuck, what happens if you take the next, 10 minutes to Google why this might not be working? You could try a different browser, but maybe just do a little bit of hardcore Googling and see how you can allow your mic on for this hangout, and then we'll bring Moshi on and talk to him first. So that gives you some time.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Moshi, we're going to invite you, and we're going to find out how to say your name properly as well.
I think it's Moshi.
Is it Moshi?
I'm going with Mosh.
Moshe.
Moshi. Okay, so Moshi, you should have a what is that? A notification. Thank you. There he is. Okay, cool. Real fast.
Just confirming that you're connecting right now. Can't hear you at the moment. Ooh, there we go.
Okay.
Okay, we can hear you.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, and you've got
Whoa, you have a fun thing.
Looking good.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Okay, I'm using my built-in mic and speakers, so.
Whoa, you have a fun
Okay.
thing.
We can hear the playback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear us?
Okay, real fast, Moshi.
I'm using my built-in mic and speakers, so.
Okay.
Okay.
We can hear
We have some serious
playback.
feedback. I don't know if you want to
Yeah, I can hear you.
headphones.
What you can do is on YouTube, just mute the YouTube video.
Moshi.
Okay. We can hear
have some
the
serious
playback.
feedback. I
Okay.
don't know if you want to
We're just gonna get the video. Oh, baby.
It's chaos right now.
Chaos.
Okay. Wait,
We're just
give it a second. It's chaos right now. Wait, can you close your YouTube? Chaos.
Yeah, so Moshi,
It's chaos right
now.
Wait,
Wait.
close your
No. Yeah, so Moshi, I don't know if it's gonna work. You obviously can't hear us, okay. So we'll just go ahead and let Moshi
There.
know.
Is that that?
No.
Hold on.
Okay.
Can you hear us now? Moshi, can you hear us?
I don't think you can hear.
Yeah. Using.
We have some massive
Yeah.
static.
I don't think this is gonna
Okay,
work.
wait. No, wait. Pause. Did you close YouTube? Moshi, did you close YouTube? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Take out your earphones, close YouTube.
Why don't we just try this one more time? Well, I'm gonna eject you, Moshi, and we're gonna try this one more time. Okay, so eject. Okay.
Okay.
What's
I'm
with all the
thinking
technical
Webinar Jam
dramas
is
today?
now going to be no longer a thing for us.
Yeah, we're gonna have
because
to
it's
find out a
crazy.
different solution because
Okay.
it's ridiculous.
So let's bring him back on.
Okay, 1 second.
And Moshi, if you can hear us this time, don't open YouTube and let's just roll with us on camera and everyone else will be able to hear us, hopefully, no problem. But don't have earphones because that just canceled your microphone for some reason.
Yep.
Let's see if we can make this happen.
So I'm just waiting. for
And
him to
I'm
come
sorry
on.
about all these tech glitches, guys. I know that this is a total pain in the ass, but we so appreciate you sticking around with us and as we work our way through this stuff. So we'll look into another option and we'll get rid of Webinar Jam. And so maybe we could do something like Zoom. Sarah just said Crowdcast.
Mm.
So we'll look into those.
Yeah, we need to get off Webinar Jam.
All
This is ridiculous.
So, all right. Moshi says he's not allowed to join the video call. Fuck. All right.
Let's try one more time.
All right. So we've tried to re-invite you this time, Moshi.
If this doesn't happen, then
We're going to roll with Chuck.
We're gonna roll with Chuck.
And we'll get you on the next one.
Oh, we'll
Moshi.
just roll with chat. Chat's easy.
Yeah, but there's a delay.
That's fine, because we're just going to be talking, and then there'll just be a question as they come through, and we can answer those questions. Easy, just like a Q&A, but just with one person. We've done it before.
Okay, so let's try Chuck then, and hopefully Mashi can hear us. And we'll just, you can type your question into the chat box, or you can choose to go for September's hot seats. We're down with either, but if this is kind of like a tech glitchy kind of session, then
Yeah,
I just think it's easier to go next.
I'll keep monitoring Google Hangouts and Webinar Jam and see if Google actually fixes the settings.
Or
but
we
right
just
now,
switch.
it's obviously screwing up a
All
lot
right.
of people. Chuck, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Good.
And I am going through the many permissions here.
Well, we can hear and see you.
We can hear and see you.
So we're good to go.
I can. This is great. I can hear and see you guys on a tiny little window here.
Yep.
I wonder if I
Just
can
click us and it'll go into your full screen. Should at least.
There. Yes. So you can see and hear me.
Holla. All right,
we're
let's
good to
get
go.
into it.
All right. Resetting the Google, the Chrome settings seem to work. So hi guys, how are you?
Hi. First off, thank you for troubleshooting that and making it happen. Secondly, so great to see and hear your voice. Well, see your face and hear your voice, not see your voice. And thirdly, why don't you break down for everyone what it is you're building and the question that you have for us?
Thank you so much. So I am embarking on a new career as a creativity coach. I wasn't sure last month if I wanted to do it or if I would be any good at it. But in July, I did 11 coaching calls. These were all free calls, less than an hour apiece. And I nailed all of them. I solved everybody's creative blocks. Writing, could have been writer's block. It could have been a block on how to paint, anything at all. And I just blew through them in an hour. So everybody I worked with, their creative blocks are just smashed now. Done.
Sweet. That's awesome.
So fun, just a lot of fun, really good at it. Seems like there should be a market for it. So I'm embarking on this career, and it really feels right. It kind of builds on a book I've been writing, Messy and Purpose: The Science Behind Creativity, which I'm going to be publishing next month. And I'm really really feel it's like a really good thing for me, especially since I was just laid off. So I need to find something else to do rather than go into another 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. So what's the main thing you want to dive into today?
Well, I'm in the grind right now, and I'm just getting my infrastructure set up, website, Facebook page, group, all that. What I need is suggestions on how to make money with this fairly quickly. Now, I do have a bit of severance pay, so I'm good for a few months, but obviously it'd be good to get some money coming in. My first thought is coaching, like maybe a coaching package, like an 8-week thing where I take somebody through, for example, here's a book you've wanted to write. Great. I will show you not only how to break your creative blocks, but also how to write the book, how to format it, how to publish it. Because I've been through that whole thing. I can do ebook, print, audiobook. I've done them all, so it's all pretty easy for me.
Sweet.
So that's my first thought of how I could maybe charge $9.97 for an 8-week course, or they just write like a 15,000, 20,000 word book and publish it, and it's a done deal.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, can I reveal my idea?
Yeah, give her.
So I think the best way to kind of get going initially is you want to have like an introductory call first before you get into coaching.
Yes.
People, if you straight away pitch someone, say $1,000, it's a big commitment for them. Whereas if you have like an introductory call that just pays for your time, it could be like $20 for 15 minutes, just to get some creative juices flowing. And that way you can find out on that call as well, like what they're struggling with or what they're working on right now, where they need help with for creativity. And then at that point, what you can do is you can record that call, send it back to them, the recording, for them to check out. And at that stage, you can say, hey, if you want me to like work with you while we, really get over all these creativity humps that you're having right now, and actually help you write this book in a faster way, then I offer these packages here.
I kind of love how you're almost like a creativity catalyst. You know what I mean? Like you you are the starting point for those blocks being eliminated. And so you're the catalyst for whatever they're trying to create, right? So have those introductory calls. I'm going to say something super unpopular, I'm sure, and people might not dig it. But here's what I'm thinking. For me, I don't know if it's the best move for you to open up an 8-week coaching package at $1,000 right off the bat. Instead, I would want to start a bit lower, get your clients going, get some testimonials, build up a name for yourself, build an audience, and then gradually increase your prices. And here's why I like that. Start really high with our pricing. It doesn't give us a lot of wiggle room to do a lot of price-based pushes. So for us, like when we started the U, we started at $29 a month. It was $1,000 program before that, you know, and we took a big hit and went down to $29. The reason we did that is because it allowed us to get our founding members in, people who would never leave because they don't want to pay the new price. And we allowed ourselves the wiggle room to do a whole bunch of price increases that give us the urgency and, you know, / scarcity around doing these big promos. So for you, you could start off with like maybe one-off sessions, like these catalyst sessions, essentially, which allow you to start diving into people's blocks. And, you know, they're a bit more affordable. So maybe they're like $99 for 30 minutes, or maybe they're like 150 for an hour, whatever it is. The key with that is to figure out who are your clients, what kind of money are they playing with? Are they on a budget? Like, you don't want to price yourself out so that they're like, well, I can't even afford that. You know what I mean? You want to be able to get people in the door so that you can help them and get their feedback and figure out what works in your approach with them, and get those testimonials. So you know what I mean? So you have the time and the space to figure out your process and your framework that you help them by use. Like, you help them through that. Wouldn't you say that that's a bit more of a finessed approach, especially in the beginning?
I just want to say it's kind of interesting that like we're having a creative session with our creativity coach. That's like just kind
now
of fun.
I really have to be on my game.
So Jill's right. I mean, at the beginning, you could come out with like specific packages, but you don't really know what people want yet, because you haven't had a good chance to be able to you haven't had a lot of customers. So as you start to get more customers, and just offer them like very like simple, you call them blocks, right? I love those, like just blocks to start off with, like a 1 hour block, or that way it's not a heavy commitment for them. Not like, okay, I'm spending $1,000 and I have to commit to this thing for 8 weeks. It's like, okay, like maybe I just want to like have 1 more hour block with you, because I don't feel like I got through everything I wanted to get through in those 15 or 20 minutes. So yeah, I'll pay for like another hour of your time, which is obviously charged at a higher rate as well, because more than introductory offer. And then later, you know, that's going to help you create revenue pretty quickly as well. And then later you can start thinking about packaging your services, have like a productized service, basically. So the best approach to take in the future is like a 3-tiered approach. So there's like the low cost offer for people who, you know, can't afford that. There's the really high cost offer. And then right in the middle is usually the one that people are going to take up. So that 3-tiered approach tends to work really well with productized services and coaching.
Yeah. And I just want to home the point that in order to even get to this point, like, you really have to do the visibility work. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's never going to happen fast if you don't have people who are listening.
I'm so,
you know what I mean?
I'm really excited because I've never even thought of this could actually be a thing. But it clearly is a huge issue. And if I just ask this question in the chat room right now, like, who has had issues with being creative before in the past? I know I have. Everyone has. Every single entrepreneur has. So I mean, I just feel like such amazing content about this as well. And just getting your name out there shouldn't be too challenging. It's just getting on podcasts. You're obviously very personable kind of bloke. Getting on podcasts, doing guest posting, that kind of stuff. And over time, because it's very unique, no one else is really talking about this stuff. You're gonna be more likely to be able to get on those bigger publications, because they're just like, oh, that's a great idea. No one's talked about that yet.
So I know we're kind of talking your face off right now, but one thing I would want to do if I were you after this call is really map out that plan for yourself. Like I would want to sit down and map out a 3-month visibility plan. So I would want to get clear on which podcasts I want to hit up, which blogs I can write for. I would just want to do my homework, see what's out there, see what what topics those people are talking about and how you can be a bit different in your approach. And then I would really want to use those features or interviews to drive people to specific pages. So say you're talking about how to overcome writer's block, right? Send them to a free post all about writer's block that then prompts them to get a catalyst call. I'm just going to call them that. Okay. That's what they're called.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
So you prompt them to get, a quick 15-minute catalyst call for thing because it's just your intro offer.
$20.
All you're trying to do is change the relationship from reader/subscriber to a customer. That's it. It's not to get rich off them. It's just to show them what you can do for them.
What do you got for us, Chuck?
Am I charging for this call or is it a free call?
Charging.
What do you guys suggest?
Yeah, charge.
All right.
Yeah.
So like, do you
But
think $20 is a good place to start?
Yeah, I would start low for that. Like when we were doing idea inspiration calls, which is essentially what we're telling you to do, we said you can hop on us or no. For $20.
We're cheap.
We're cheap and easy, guys. But okay, sorry. Let me gather myself again. They're coming to that read magnet, right? And you're prompting them to do these catalyst calls with you. Say they're 15 minutes just to release one block or whatever it is, whatever your promise is or your outcome that you're going for. Those are $20 a call. That's a no-brainer call for a lot of people, right? They're like, yeah, I'm feeling blocked. I want to get rid of that. Done. $20. You get to build some rapport with them. You hopefully get to give them some sort of result. And it's short enough that you're probably not going to help them solve all their problems yet so that they'll want a bit more. And you can say, if you want to take this further,
Joe, just one thing that we didn't mention there, and this is really, really important, is that you have to have a quick survey call. So they have to fill out a survey with like details of what thing that they want to get over, what block they want to get over.
I already do that.
That's super important. Otherwise, like you'll get on the call and there's going to be wasted time at the beginning and it's not going to work out well. I just wanted to stop there.
No, that's a great addition.
Thank you. I already do that. That's good. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. And then like Josh said, when you send them your replay, that's when you can say like, I know we had just quickly touched on alternate options for you, but if you do want to explore these even further, here's something I feel like we could do together. And it's maybe like a 1-hour session.
You can book out a 1-hour block with me. If you feel like you want more, if you want to go
deeper.
Just here's my schedule and you can book out like 1-hour blocks with me for now.
Will be really key in these calls is to really, really listen to the words they're using so that you can use that not only in your copy, but you can use that in your email follow-up to them. You could say, you mentioned you were feeling really blocked around this, but you also said that you were having trouble with this. I know we've already worked through that first problem, but if you would like to dive even deeper and really get some resolution around this, I would love to talk to you again. Session with me.
Let's pause for a second and get your feedback so far.
Thank you. Well, first off, Jill, thank you for that idea of catalyst calls. I really like that a lot. I'm definitely going to use that. I like that. And just the idea of being a catalyst, I really like that. Thank you.
Sweet. I'm happy to hear that.
Along those lines, I was thinking of different brand possibilities. What do you guys think of the brand, The Messy Mentor, as a name for myself?
The Messy Mentor.
I like it because of alliteration, but I don't like the
word messy.
Yeah.
Because
it makes me think you don't have your shit together.
Because I think you need to focus more on like the positive reinforcement. So you don't use this, but like the clean mentor would be like a more of a positive approach to it. Like
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Like would you hire someone who's called a messy mentor?
I don't know because I've lost perspective at this point because
Yeah.
my book is called Messy on Purpose, as is my Facebook page, and my
Oh,
website
okay.
right now. Because it's a whole thing of being messy on purpose, so you're not a perfectionist.
Oh,
But-
I see what you're saying.
But
So you're
without,
saying like progress over perfection.
yes, but within the without context, and I actually wasn't thinking of this, and I had lacked perspective with that. Without context, the words "messy mentor" may not work. So that's a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah. So maybe I should
Yeah.
rethink that.
And
Okay.
to be honest, I wouldn't hire a messy mentor. I want
Okay.
my mentors to have their shit together.
The
You know?
people who
Okay.
would hire you would be like your hardcores because they understand like what that means. But if someone, you have to
Yeah.
you have to remember that people are going to be visiting your site for the first time. First impressions is so important.
What do you think of for a Facebook group then, or a website, Messy on Purpose, just in
Something
general?
like I think messy on purpose is different because you have the word purpose there. You know, so it's like messy on purpose to me sounds like it sounds more positive in my mind than
Okay.
the messy mentor.
Let's step back from that for 2 seconds, right? Because that's
Okay.
the name of your book, right?
Yes.
Is the name of your book really going to be the overarching name of your brand?
I don't know. I'm feeling
I
it
would
out right
probably
now.
not do it
Yeah.
that way.
Okay.
Like I would keep your book the name it is,
Yeah.
right? Because then it's like kind of one of a kind. But I would really want to get clear on something, especially if you're a creative coach.
Mhm.
That's what I'd want to hit on, not anything to do with mess or anything like that. I would really want to be super indicative and clear on who I serve in that. I mean, even if you were to use your own name, just say we can't find anything else and you use your own name, then I'd want to use a really clarifying tagline to communicate exactly what it is you do and the results you provide.
Okay.
Yeah, I
You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
want you using your own name though. I think like there's got to be some kind of brand that you have to
Yeah.
develop here. And Jill's like totally right. Like it needs to be like clear is normally better than clever. Normally it
Yes.
is. But in your case, like you still have to try and creativity coach. So if you can come up with something that
That is
Are we just
creative.
so blind that we're not searching the option of the creativitycoach.com? Like, is that not?
That's what I might just do, something like that. I mean, because the thing is, I keep thinking in terms of book titles. The title, the main title, can be a bit subtle, and it just gets attention. Then a subtitle clarifies what it is. But
Yeah.
this is a little different. The venue's different. So
Yeah. Also,
I
your
totally
book,
agree with you here now. Okay.
your book isn't going to make or break you, right? Are you selling your book? Don't tell me it's a lead magnet.
Not just yet. No. It
Okay.
will. I may use it as a permafree, as a lead magnet. It depends. No.
No. Here's why. Let me tell you why.
Yes.
Because how many ebooks have you opted in for and never done anything with?
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right.
Right?
Fair enough.
It's an immediate gut check. The minute you give away something for free and someone doesn't use it, and then you go to pitch something to them and they're like, well, shit, I didn't even use his free ebook. What makes me think I would use his paid service?
Okay. Fair enough.
You get what I mean there? Because I've opted in for plenty of ebooks and done nothing with them. So they just sit there collecting dust, which means I don't get the chance to learn your position on anything or anything like that. I just sit there and kind of cast it aside. So if you then go say like, how are you finding the lead book? Would you like, and how are you finding the ebook? Would you like to book a call with me? I'm like, well, shit, I have to get through that ebook first, homie. You know what I mean? And so I would much rather have something like Josh said, quick and consumable, so that people feel as though they're getting a win. And then they do want to take that next step to book a call with you.
And surely there must be like maybe like standard checks that people could do, or like standard steps that people could do to start getting the creative juices flowing, like an exercise or something like that.
Well, you had suggested to Boom like a 1-day challenge, for example, or a 3-day or a week challenge. I like the 3-day challenge personally.
Yeah, short and
Something
sweet.
like that.
I don't. Well, when I said that 1-week challenge, that wasn't
Yeah.
for a lead magnet. That was for an introductory offer.
Okay.
So the actual lead magnet that we suggested was like literally a 1-page or
Checklist.
2-page checklist or something like that. You have to
Okay.
understand that like after someone opts in, they haven't paid you any money at this point, so they don't really owe you anything. So if you can't provide them with a quick win, that stop there. It
Yeah,
stops, it dies, and you're very unlikely to purchase your future products.
Right.
So
You
you
have to build up momentum.
win
Okay.
with the lead magnet.
Got it.
And can I just quick say that I bet you any money from those 11 calls you did, I assume you took notes or at least recorded them or something?
I took a lot of notes anyway. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So you probably have some serious feedback on what specifically people are struggling with and the
Yes.
words they use. And okay, cool.
Yeah.
So those can inform those pain points or interest areas or things people are stuck with, those blocks.
This is going to come up later as you move into the engine.
Yeah, but you can use that as, you know, your
Fine.
guest posts or your interviews
Yeah.
or the free content on your site or
course.
your lead magnet. You can repurpose that information in so many ways.
This is going to be a really fun business to build. Like as you start
Yeah.
developing attention and identifying, you know, I can see so many different funnels with this. I can see like a funnel like creativity on writer's block, creativity on like video, creativity on like brand design, like all these different
Crafting,
aspects.
like
Crafting.
all these
Yeah.
sorts of things, like workplace
It's gonna be fun.
creativity. There's so many things around blocks, and a lot of people sum it up to just be like, I have writer's block, because they don't know what else to call it. But through your information, you can help them identify what the real root of the problem is.
Sky's the limit. Sky is the limit for sure.
I have one more question for you guys, and this is backing up a bit. Right now, I am in the grind. I'm not sure how far to go into doing podcasts and blogging and so forth and marketing. This was a general question of mine of how much I should be putting myself out there at this stage before I really have my website and anything really built up yet. I mean, obviously, I have a very basic structure built up, but I'm not sure how long I should wait or even if I should wait before I just start hammering away at podcast interviews and whatnot.
I'd for sure have a website up, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the grind, the goal is to get your website up. We're going to get your social, get everything all set up. And then I think it's a good idea to maybe like schedule out at least sort of 2 to 3 months worth of content. So that way, as you move into the hustle, which is all about like doing that organic, that free promotion, you'll have that time available to really smash it there. And then you can work on getting into a consistent content routine.
Yes.
And just consistency really is just like once a week minimum.
Yeah.
That's it. So I would say, yeah, like, do you want to start a podcast? Because a podcast is just a form of content, right?
I'm not sure if I want to start my own podcast unless it's, say, interviewing creative people, like very, very creative people in the creative sphere. That's unspecific, but I could have a lot of fun with that sort of thing.
I think it could be a really good opportunity because a lot of people aren't talking about this, right?
Yeah.
Well, personally, my gut feeling straight off the bat is get some blog posts up. Like, wait a sec, get your feet under you. And then if you still think, yeah, a podcast could be great, kind of stuff, right? Because that is going to be just the exact same thing of what we're going through right now. To have a podcast that actually makes a dent now that it's such a noisy space, you need to have people who will listen to it, rate it, review it, share it.
That's a good
Like
point.
you need to have a solid launch
point.
plan. It's not like, oh, I should do a podcast. Let me just publish it tomorrow. Like you really want to be methodical about it. So
right.
if I were
That's a good
you,
point.
I would use blogging in the beginning, get your feet under you, get some attention brewing, and then you can start, figuring out, do I want a podcast? Because it is a big undertaking.
Actually, the reasoning behind that is very intelligent. And use our case as an example. We started our podcast before we had the size of the audience we have today. If we just built up our audience and then we launched our podcast, we would have had really good success during that launch. We would have been in the top of New and Noteworthy because our audience is much bigger now. We would have got a lot of subscribers, and really with a podcast, everything kind of like evolves from that point on. From those first 8 weeks, as you're New and Noteworthy, you get a lot of followers and stuff like that. From that point on, whereas with us, we weren't at the top of New and Noteworthy, were we?
No, it was a struggle.
And so our subscriber base never really grew that significantly. Whereas if we started it now, it would be a much different story for sure.
Yeah.
So how does that all feel? And did we answer your question mostly?
Yes. I have one final question for you regarding price points. So my introductory call, the Catalyst call, $20. Then that leaves a question of where to do the hour-long call and where to do, say, the 4 or 8 weeks of sessions.
Mhm.
What do you guys suggest for price points for starting out?
I mean, I personally, you might have a different opinion on this, but I really like we said, starting low in the beginning.
Uh-huh.
I would try and keep it, now that you have your Catalyst call, that's $20. That's 2 digits. I would keep your 1 hour. People are going to think I'm insane, but I would keep it at like $99. That way it's not too big of a jump for people. It's still an easy, it's an easy yes for people. It starts building your client base, which is really what we're after right now, right? Is to
Yeah.
get those first few clients under your belt so that you can get that proof and figure out your process. And then you can start increasing your prices, because by then you'll have a list. You'll have some audience, some attention, and you can say to them, I'm increasing my prices. Would you like to, maybe lock in a bulk amount of sessions at the current price before I upgrade my prices?
Okay.
So then you can get a bit more revenue that way.
I was going to say $99 as well. I was going to say $99 is perfect to begin with. It's under $100, right? And so if you can get someone a quick win on that short, what do we call them? Catalyst call.
Catalyst calls.
If you can get them a quick win on that catalyst call, and then afterwards they're like, damn, like that guy really knows his shit. Like he just helped me get over one hump that I was struggling with for ages. Like I need to work with this guy for longer. And so, and what may happen too is they may go away and then they'll run into another block. Who are they going to reach out to?
Yeah.
You. They're going to reach out to you straight away and book.
Sounds
so how
good.
does that all feel?
And then for a 4-week, in that case, maybe charge, I don't know, $299.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's like a discount on that for sure.
Yeah.
That price point works for me.
Then 8 week.
In the beginning, yeah.
I wonder how far I should go at that point.
What if you just kept it at 4 weeks for now? Like, let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I feel like in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I did this too. Josh did this too. Everyone does it. We focus on step, 49 when really we're at step 2.
Yeah.
So let's just get a few one-on-one calls booked and maybe a one-off 4-week session here and there. And then we can continue to expand and refine your packages.
Fair
But
enough.
the key here is to start lean and mean. You know what I mean? Get those first.
Lean and mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Get those first few clients in, figure out your process, build that attention, and then start to finesse this process.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So does that feel good?
Sounds good. It feels good. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your time.
Dude, I'm excited for you.
Me too.
I'm just, when I first read your introductory post and you talked about this, I was like, that is a bloody good idea.
Thanks.
I'm excited to see how it goes. So make sure you keep us in the loop.
I will. Thank you so much.
All right, cool. We'll see you in the U.
Thank you. See ya. Bye.
That was fun.
That's fun. I'm pretty excited for Chuck's business.
Yeah,
for sure.
I just love the name Catalyst Call because the 2 C's. Okay, so I think Mashi figured out his stuff, and he's figured out his mic situation. So
you're gonna get Mashi on. I'm just gonna pop out to the bathroom.
All right, cool. So Mashi, before we bring you on, make sure that you don't have YouTube open, or at least mute it. I don't want to hear that feedback again. So where are you? Let me see. Okay, so I've just invited you as a speaker, so you should get that notification. I mean, this is like old news to you now, I'm sure, but just having a problem with our computer. Just accept that and we'll get you on here and we'll dive in. And then Larry, if you're watching this replay, we'll get you on in September's hot seat. Okay. Tom said that was a cool hot seat. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you so much. And I hope helpful. Okay, Mashi's still not allowed to join the call. What? Here, I'm re-inviting you again. You're able to join the call first. It's just we had that crazy feedback. So something must have been going on because you were on the call with us. So it's saying that Mashi can't join the call, but he was on with us before. So I'm wondering
It means that we're going to switch away from Google Hangouts. That's what it means. So what we might do is, if we can't get Moshi on, we might just have to end the call now. We've been on for an hour and 10 minutes.
So if that's the case, I invited you again. If you still can't join, we'll scrap this one and we'll go for September. We'll absolutely give you a spot in September. We can get you in the hot seat then.
And we'll be using a different platform
Exactly.
as well.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. So then we won't have any of these annoying little hiccups. Try to send the invite again. Okay. I've invited you as a speaker. Now this is 3 times. So I don't know if you have 3 separate pop-ups or what, but let us know if that doesn't work. If it doesn't, we'll hit September like it owes us money. We'll get Larry on there and we'll move away from Webinar Jam. So let's see, we'll just give it a few more minutes. And if it's not working, then we'll wrap this one up. Again, so sorry for the tech hiccups. I know how annoying this stuff can be. Super annoying for us as well.
Blame Google. They're the ones that
Super
change their
annoying.
settings all the time.
We'll figure something out for the next round.
Yeah. So it looks like there's not going to happen with Moshi.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Trying one more time, Moshi. And then if this one doesn't work, then we will just reschedule your hot seat for September with Larry as well. So I don't know. Let's tell some awkward jokes or something to fill the time.
Go. You start.
Damn it. I don't have any awkward jokes.
How about I make an announcement real
I'm
quick?
going to be an awkward joke at James's mastermind.
So we've got a couple of the final 3 lessons still to come in. They're in post-production right now for the One Day website. So once those go up, you're going to see like how to set up a Google Analytics, integrate in with Google Webmasters too, so you can see where your search traffic is coming from. And it's also a lesson showing you guys how to get set up with ConvertKit, which is like, we had to decide on one particular email search provider that we wanted to recommend. And just after doing so much research and also talking to some of the members who are using ConvertKit, we decided that at the price point of $29 per month, it is the best solution to get started as you move from the grind into the hustle. And then later on, once you're earning a lot of revenue, we can then transition to using something like ClickFunnels. And so I'm going to show you how to get set up with that and add an opt-in form onto your site. So that's happening. And then after that, we've got a few more lessons to create for the grind. We're going to put together the hub site for it and then get started with the hustle.
The hustle. We're super pumped. So, and then copy class in the hustle or the engine. I think it's the engine. But either way, I've confirmed that I used for the new Screw You sales page. She is going to be coming into the U and teaching a like 30-minute masterclass called Copy Class. And then we're going to do another 30-minute call after you guys have had the chance to go through that masterclass. And we're going to do live Q&A with her. Plus, she's given me her sales page template / workbook for everyone to download inside Screw You for free. So that is going to be sick. And we're shooting that like late September. That was the first time she was available.
Doesn't she charge like $100 for that template as well?
Yeah. So I somehow finagled that. I don't know. I'm the queen negotiator this week. But yeah, I'm super pumped to have that coming into the use. So I hope everyone will find that useful.
It's all happening. It's all happening. So much ahead.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that we can't make it work with Moshi. So instead of us just sitting here filling time, talking your ear off when everyone has stuff to do, Moshi, we will 100% get you into a September hot seat. Same with Larry Warren, who last minute couldn't make it. And then we'll have 2 more hot seats available for September. So again, so sorry for all the tech hiccups. Thank you all so much for powering through this with us. We appreciate it more than you know. And we're sorry for the little glitches that went down. But I think the 2 that we at least got to do, super good. I enjoyed it. I hope everyone else got a lot out of it. The comments were rocking. Thank you all so much for toggling the 2 screens. We appreciate it. And yeah, so if we can't Okay. Renee said, whoop, whoop, this was still damn good. We just tried Moshi one last time. I'm assuming it's not working because he hasn't shown up yet. Everyone's saying they enjoyed it. I love seeing that. So
That's just two really good businesses to talk about for sure.
yeah. Jose. Of course, Jose
Of course
rolls
he
in.
rolls in.
Of course, Jose rolls in last minute, wondering if this is on. He's so funny. Okay, so Moshi, if you can hear us, we'll get you for September. Larry will get you for September. We'll have 2 more hot seats, and we'll get a different platform. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We so appreciate it, and we hope you guys have a fantastic day. And we'll see you inside the U.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.